I applied to 2 more conventions. They didn't accept me on the platform and it was quite a shock. It's not very vibrant. This is my first ever convention product. Hello guys, it is 10:30. I've already done my schedule for today. Basically, today is gonna be a bit of an artsy day. It's pretty much all gonna be art. I realized I've still only done 1 con design so far, which is not great. So today I'm actually going to be working on a couple of other convention designs. I think they're both going to be like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom kind of themed. Actually, what I did over this week was I really focused on my thank you card because I realized it was taking me too long. I want it to look good, but at the end of the day it is just a thank you card. They're probably just gonna get thrown away. Why am I spending so long on it? It also became a priority because I've run out of thank you cards now. The reason it was taking so long was because I was actually doing my logo. So I wanted like an actual more solid brand logo, a bit of a stronger branding. So I'll show you what I did. I've already sent away for these. I sent away for them yesterday, I believe. This is it. This is what I did, and I really like it. I'm actually really proud of it. So this is the new Abinova logo. So the logo you saw on the thank you card isn't actually the fully finished logo. Let me show you guys the fully finished logo that I did. Here it is. Obviously the background, like the blue background, is just so you can see it because it's white. If I took it away you wouldn't be able to see it, but this is it. I think it's really cute. I added the cute fun stationery thing down here. That's the only thing that isn't really on my thank you card. It is minimalistic, but that's kind of what I was going for. I wanted something just minimalistic, easy to remember. However, finishing this logo has also caused me to now want to redo my YouTube banner and my profile picture and everything else, because I'm like, well, I feel like I've got kind of stronger branding now, so I should probably update all my other stuff too. So I'm just adding more and more onto my list. Every time I finish one task, I add like 3 more things for me to do. Do have an order that I want to package, which I might do now before we get started with the designs, and then we're gonna get started with the designs. I was really quickly like doodling some Koroks. They look awful, so I'm not gonna show them. I have been really getting back into Stardew Valley and I love that game so much. And I started playing it again and now I'm like really back into it. So actually I really want to do some Stardew Valley designs. I'm gonna have to look into it because I don't know how okay it is to do things for indie games, or if you're like allowed to do. I know it's a bit different at conventions. You can pretty much do whatever you want at conventions for some reason. But I just want to make sure, like, if it's indie developers and indie games, I don't really want to like do and sell artwork for games that aren't like mainstream. I know Stardew Valley is a really popular game, but it wasn't developed by like a big company. So I'm gonna have to look into that first, but I would really love to do some Stardew Valley stuff. So I'm just doing this order now. They got 1 Tuxedo Cat keychain, and it's going to Rohim. I'm so sorry if I'm saying that wrong. One thing, actually, I can't believe I forgot to say this. I applied to 2 more conventions. They're both Comic-Cons. They're in different places. One is going to be in Newcastle and one's going to be in Teesside. The Newcastle one's in July and the Teesside one is in October. I think the Teesside one is pretty small. I think it's like a freshers thing, which basically, if you don't know what that means, it's just like for university students, I think. So it's like a university student Comic-Con thing. I don't think it's going to be that big. I think the Newcastle one's gonna be quite big. The Teesside one, I thought I'd do because it's towards the end of the year and I don't really have any conventions towards the end of the year. That's like the only one that I could find. It was a little cheaper as well. The tables for the Newcastle one were like £80. They're by the same company, by the way. And the Teesside ones were 60. Usually their events are on from like 10 till 5, and I believe this one, the Teesside one, is on from 11 till 4, so it's only 5 hours. The tables are smaller as well. Rather than being 6 foot by 2 foot, they're 4 foot by 2 foot, which does significantly decrease the surface space you're gonna have, which isn't great, you can like pay £20 to get an extra table, but I just thought like, well, I don't know if I want to chance it because I'm not sure how big of an event this is going to be. It didn't sound like it was going to be that big of an event, and I don't think Teesside is like exactly like a big area. So I was just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna pay for one table this year, even though it's gonna significantly decrease like the space, like the surface space I'll have. All this to say, I got accepted into both of them. So far, I will be doing 3 conventions this year. All 3 of them so far are only 1 day long events. They're not like over the weekend, which again is another reason why I didn't want to like pay extra for 2 tables. £80 for 1 day, I'm a bit like, I don't know. I've never done a convention. We'll see how it goes. That is another reason why I'm focusing on my con designs, because I've now got 3 more conventions, or 2 more conventions. Okay, so we are done with the order. So let's go and get some con designs done now. So, as you could probably tell by either the title or thumbnail of my video, I said that I failed one of my New Year's goals already, which has only been like 2 weeks into the new year. It's actually not even been that. It's day 12 into the new year, and I've already failed one of my goals. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, what have you already failed at? I often set goals that I can't control. For example, opening 2 shops, 2 new shops. I mean, I can control that to a degree. However, that is the one that I failed at. I actually have not been able to do that. I think in the last video I mentioned that I applied to Not on the High Street. I was really excited to kind of start selling on there, but I had no idea what the application process was really like. All I kind of knew about them was that they're a good platform and they really care about the sellers and the customers and stuff. So I thought, wow, that sounds great. Obviously, as you guys, if you guys did watch the last video, you'll know the TikTok shop didn't work out as well. I've decided not to pursue that yet because it seems like they're still a little bit unsure of what they're doing with the platform. So I decided against it, but I wasn't too upset about it because I still had Not on the High Street. So I applied to Not on the High Street, and the application process was pretty long. They wanted like pictures and videos and stuff of all of like your packaging supplies, and I thought that was a little strange because I was like, okay, I mean, I guess it's, I've heard they really care, like really care. Probably want to make sure that you're a legit business and you've got good packaging and stuff. They also wanted like links to your shop, and they also wanted you to like send them products, not like physically send them products, but just like link products that you want to sell with them and stuff. And it was quite a long process, but I was like, you know what, I appreciate that they care so much about their sellers and whatnot. And I was pretty confident. I was like, you know what, I feel like I don't see why I wouldn't get onto this platform, to be honest, because like I'm a handmade business. I have high standards. I care about the products that I do, and I care about all of the people that buy from me and stuff, and I want to make sure everyone always has like a really good experience. I've got good reviews. I was like, I don't see why they wouldn't like accept me on the platform. They didn't. They didn't accept me on the platform, and it was quite a shock, I'll admit. I honestly kind of figured they were doing the application process just to make sure like people were like legit businesses, like handmade businesses, and they weren't like just taking up space on the platform and taking away from other sellers, which I again really appreciate because Etsy doesn't do that. But they said no. They said they couldn't offer feedback because they get thousands of applicants every year. I hate when people won't give you feedback because it doesn't give me the opportunity to grow or like try to like understand why they would say no. So it was kind of annoying, I'll admit. I did get a bit upset and frustrated over that. The one thing they said was that they just don't see an opportunity for my product on their platform right now, which I was like, that could mean so many things. So many things. And I found someone, I think on Reddit, I'm not sure, who was asking why they kept getting rejected from Not on the High Street, because they have like over 5,000 orders or something on Etsy that they keep applying for Not on the High Street and keep getting rejected, and they won't like they don't give you any like reason why they're rejecting you, they just reject you, and it is a bit frustrating. A lot of people are saying the reason why you might get rejected from them, one of the comments gave an exact example which was so helpful. Things like stationery on that platform are very saturated, and so they don't really accept people. Like stationery shops and stuff aren't on the platform because it's too saturated, which I think is a good thing and a bad thing. Again, like, they do care about the sellers. They don't want to like take away from the sellers that are on the platform by oversaturating an already saturated niche. I get that, but it's just also frustrating on this end because it's like I've had an opportunity taken away from me, and now I can't grow my business in that way because they've said no, basically. So I can understand it though. Like, I do appreciate that they're like, oh, we don't want to take away from the small businesses that are already selling with us, but I understand from that end. Absolutely, that makes complete sense, and like I said, I respect that. But it's also frustrating being me and being told no just because there's too many people on the platform that do the same thing. I feel like I've already failed at one of my goals now, and that sucks. I was talking to my mum about this actually, how it's like out of my control, and I shouldn't dwell on it because it's not something I can help. My god, I'm struggling with this eye. It's not something in my control, so I'm not gonna dwell on it, but it's also just kind of like, okay, well, where do I go from here? That was like one of my big goals this year, was to like open some new shops. I'm on the wait list for Fair, but they were like, oh yeah, it's probably gonna be a while. So I'm just like, I don't really know what else to do or what else to try. I've looked into like other online shops and they all just seem like not that good. The only other one I could think of possibly doing is Shopify, but I just don't know if I'm ready for Shopify yet, to be honest. I probably will by the end of the year, but just not yet. I kind of wanted like to be on another marketplace. However, the cons seem to be working out regardless of if the online shops aren't. So maybe it's just a year where I focus on conventions and stuff. I still got my Etsy shop. It's not like the end of the world. I just wanted to kind of share that with you guys because I'm sure some of you are struggling with your New Year's goals and you're not alone. I'm also struggling. I got a lot of other stuff to focus on. I just was really excited to expand and it didn't work out, and I thought I'd share that with you guys because not everything works out, and that's okay. There are always going to be other opportunities, I'm sure. I'm still going to do loads of amazing things this year. So it's a bit later now. I'm not sure exactly what time it is. It's 2 o'clock. Still working on the core arc designs. There they are. I kind of just rearranged them. I kind of wanted them like in like a little line, and I'm gonna rearrange them again because I don't know, maybe this guy should be like in the middle somewhere rather than on the end. I'm sorry for how blurry it is. It's so dark. Like the camera is like not it's not doing the best right now because it's so dark. I am in so much pain right now. I'm in so much pain. It's that time of the month again, ladies. I usually don't have it that bad, but this time around it has been awful. Like, I'm talking bad back. I got a headache. I'm severely dehydrated even though I keep drinking loads of water. I feel a bit nauseous at times as well, and it's making me very cranky. I'm very aware that I'm very cranky right now. When I was moving from my desk to my bed, I forgot, because I'm using my electric blanket here. I'm using it in substitute for like a hot water bottle, but I forgot because it was plugged in over there. I forgot to unplug it over there and plug it in here, so I had to get up and unplug it and plug it back here, and then I got comfy, and then I realized I left my iPad over there as well, so I had to get back up, and I was so mad at myself. The rage I felt. But yeah, it's been a very slow working day, so I don't know how much I'll get done. I wanted to get 2 designs done minimum today. I just don't think it's gonna happen. Tomorrow I could maybe work on a design, but I actually have a lot that I want to get done tomorrow, which I don't think I even talked about yet. We're gonna be making some coasters. I did want to test tote bags as well, making them at home, but I think I'm gonna leave that for now for the sole reason of I just don't want to put too much onto myself. Like even today, I thought 2 designs, that's it. That's all I need to like do today. And I still haven't been able to do them. So tomorrow we're going to be doing coasters. I'm going to get back to working. I'm going to take my painkillers and pray to God they work. Hello guys, so it is morning now. I feel a lot better today, so that's good. Yesterday I honestly didn't do anything. I finished that Korok design that I was working on. I didn't get any other designs done, but that's fine because I wasn't feeling very well. I might color like the blades of grass in as well, but I'm not sure. I might not even have them there. I really don't know about that, but this is the Korok's design that I did. I'm pretty happy with it. I really like this guy. He's my favorite. So yeah, that's it. I was thinking it is a square like print, but I might turn it into like an A5, and maybe I could turn like one of them into like a keychain or a couple of them into a keychain, like stack them on top of each other or something. Not sure, but the design is done, so I'm very happy with that. This is one of the designs I want to turn into a coaster, so I'm probably going to try that today. Also this one, so I completely forgot when I did this. I was really happy with it. However, I had this idea, like I wasn't even looking at the design, I just had this idea in the middle of like eating lunch one day. I really want to have some little like white flowers and stuff on the lily pad because I think that would be super cute. These I just did like 5 seconds ago. They're not that good, they're a bit wonky. They're like, I'm gonna like do them properly. Oh, you know what, before I forget, because I really wanted to include this because I think it's such a sweet, thoughtful thing to do. One of you guys, Autumn on Instagram, sent me. So in the last video I mentioned that I was doing my logo, and I finished it by the time she reached out to me, but just like completely on her own. Autumn just decided she was gonna make me a bunch of logos to choose from because she does graphic design, and I just thought it was the sweetest thing, and she has some of the most amazing like ideas, but I've already kind of sent out for like my thank you cards and everything with my new logo on, so I can't use the ones she sent me now, but I do want to share them because I think they're really good. Like, look at these. How cute are these? I love that she's like added like the cats in and stuff, because you guys know I love my cats, and she's got my little like cute fun stationery little slogan thingy there as well. And she did so many designs. Like, I can't believe how much of her time she actually like spent doing this. I really like this one because this is like the same kind of font that I use. Like, she's even thought about that in my brand colors. I just think it's so cute, it's so good, and she did this completely unprompted, just on her own, just so it would help me out, and she said I could use them free of charge, and I'm just blown away by that like generosity. Thank you so much, Autumn. That was so, honestly, it made my day. I will link to their Instagram account down below as well if you want to check them out. She's a really great artist as well, so thank you so much. Now it's time for the designs. On the box that they're 10 centimeters, but I'm just gonna measure it anyway just in case, because you never know. It's 10 centimeters. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna make the round ones into the froggy design. The froggy design is gonna be the round tester one, and the square ones are gonna be the square set sprite design. I'm not sure how to go about printing them off, because if they're 10 centimeters each, I could get a couple of them on an A4 piece of paper, but it's just getting them sized right in Photoshop, and I'm also going to want a little bit of bleed as well, so I'm probably going to make them like 11 or 12 centimeters. I just spent the last 10 minutes talking to camera and it wasn't even on. my sheet finally printed out. The designs on them, they are a lot duller than usual. Like, they're usually, sublimation inks usually come out quite dull, but these seem like worse than usual. Also, these designs are way too small in comparison to the coaster. They need to be a lot bigger. So the frog, he is also way too small in the middle of the design. He needs to be a lot bigger. So I'm gonna have to go back into Procreate and like resize him. So that didn't take long, and I put them over the designs. It's kind of hard to see them on camera, but as you can see, they're a good size now. They've got a good size. I might have to make the frog one. I'm gonna sublimate him and see how it goes. He seems like really big in the coaster. I might have to like make him a teeny little bit smaller. I might have oversized him a little bit too much. So I have a cat cloud mouse pad over here printing out because I want to do some more of those today since I just got my new mouse pads in, the circular sublimation blanks. So we're gonna do those today while I'm also doing my coasters. I'm so excited. Oh, I can't wait to see them. Okay, so I'm just going to, I don't know whether I do them both together. That's a bad idea. I'll do one at a time so I know if it's gonna work out or not. I'll do the frog one first. So they recommended, I got these glass coasters from Ink Experts, and they said it should be 180 seconds on 180 degrees Celsius. 210, to be honest, I'm gonna put it to 250 because this is like a manual one. They probably mean like it's 180 degrees for an actual automatic one. I don't want to press down too hard because they are glass. I feel like actually that corner needs done a bit more. Hold on. No, there's a part here that I can see is not sublimating. Maybe it's not hot enough. I'm gonna turn the heat up. We're gonna do 300 and see how that works, and I'm gonna do it straight onto the glass coaster because if you can, I don't know if you can see it. It seems to have done pretty well. There is like, I don't think you can see on camera, there's like a little part down here that I can just tell has not sublimated at all. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna make that do. I don't want to keep putting it back on. Huh, it's not very vibrant. Okay, so this is what it looks like. It's not that vibrant, honestly. I thought it would be more vibrant, but I'm not convinced it came off properly, to be honest. I feel like the frog actually didn't come off very well, so I think he definitely needs a bit more timing. I also think I want to make him a lot smaller because he's like, or she, whatever, she's just a bit too big. I think it looks a bit strange, like the lily pad reaches like right to the edge of it and it's just a bit like so that's a no, but I will fix that and I think it could make a really cute coaster. So for this one, the Soot Sprite one, I'm going to put a lot more pressure and I'm probably not going to put the butcher paper on the top either. I'm just going to straight up press down. I'm gonna press pretty hard. Okay, I think already I can see this one's done a little better before I've even turned it over. Oh, but it's still on this side, not heated up very well. I can see it's faded out. You can kind of see what I mean. This side is a lot more faded and I'm like pressing quite hard on it, but it's not really coming through very well. Maybe I need to put more pressure on. Maybe I need to turn the heat up. I don't know. They just don't seem to be coming out very vibrant either. It's like the same problem I had with my mouse pads, although I guess I did end up fixing my mouse pads. They are coming out a lot better now. I maybe just need to turn up the saturation and stuff in Photoshop. Maybe that'll make them a bit. I will say they don't smell half as bad as mouse pads, so that's nice. Look at that. It's just so dull. It's not vibrant at all and it's really faded and it's not great. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn up the saturation in Photoshop for both of these. I'm gonna resize the frog and I'm probably also going to turn up the heat next time I do it as well. It's definitely on the paper faded, but it's not like come off all that well. I just did some of my mouse mats, really quick and easy, just got it out of the way with straight after lunch. And now I can focus back on my coasters. So I went back into Photoshop as well, and I changed the sizes of the froggies and stuff, and I turned up the saturation as much as I could without it like messing up the image basically. So I'm hoping that helps. I am gonna keep the heat press on 385 degrees, which is what I use for the mouse mat, which sounds like a lot. It feels like a lot, but before, because they were coming out so dull and faded, I'm kind of just like, I feel like it needs that bit of extra heat on. So I'm gonna try it with that on that heat, because it works for the mouse mat, so hopefully it works for the coasters, and we'll see how it goes. This looks a bit more promising than last. Oh, this looks a lot more promising than last time. Okay, let me, you guys can see that. You guys can see how vibrant, okay, that's good. It looks so much better. Yeah, maybe it actually might even be too saturated. I'll have to take it off the thing first. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side to let it cool, and then we'll do the Soot Sprite one. That's good, that's good, it's good progress. I just wish I didn't have to stand here for 3 minutes each time. Let's have a look. Oh, that looks better already. Let me just turn this over. Oh yes, oh hell yes. That looks so much better. Let me go get the frog one. How cute. I actually feel like I might have to make him a little bigger again. Either I'm gonna make him either bigger, or I might add like text. I feel like this could like benefit from some text. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think it's good as it is, or would you like some text? Do you think some like nice little text around it would be nice? I really like it. This is cute. Okay, let's try the Soot Sprite one. I could maybe try and turn the saturation up a little bit in Photoshop, but I kind of like that it's a little softer. It kind of doesn't take away from the Soot Sprites themselves. This is my first ever convention product. That's so exciting. I can't believe I have coasters. Oh my gosh. Look at that difference. They're really good quality too. I love me a glass coaster, like they're really nice. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours and something very, very exciting came while I was working today. I didn't know this was coming. I was very shocked when I saw it. So I got a box, and I was like, oh, I did order some like new boxes for my mugs, because with my mugs, people were buying like one mug and a bookmark, and my bookmarks don't fit into the small one mug boxes because they're too long. I'd have to like bend them to fit them in. So I was having to put like, if someone was buying one mug and a bookmark, I was having to put them in like really big boxes, and it was just like not good. So I had to get like another another set of boxes, so I wouldn't have to use the really big ones for that. And I thought that's what it was. It wasn't. I looked at the package and it said Abbey Nova. Like, packages obviously don't say Abbey Nova unless it's for my business. And I haven't ordered anything recently for my business other than my thank you cards, but this was like a big box. Like, I don't understand what this is. So I opened it. You will not believe. HTV Runt sent me a Tumblr heat press. This is like the best timing ever. They have the best timing, because I wanted to make some more tumblers and get them up on my shop, and now I can like, now that I've got 2 Tumblr heat presses, I can make them twice as fast, and I love to like compare them and see like what one works better and all that stuff. Like, this is so cool. One of my goals by the end of the month is to get a few of my skinny tumblers up on my shop, and having this machine is gonna make it easier, because obviously I can only do 1 tumbler at a time using my other Tumblr heat press, the one that I have right here. It's gonna be super, super helpful. So I think next weekend we're definitely gonna have to do my skinny tumblers and try out that new machine. That is so, so nice of them though. I can't believe that. Thank you so much, HTV Ront. I'm so excited for that. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday now, and I'm very, very happy with how yesterday went. Still, like, I woke up this morning and I was like, I cannot believe I've got coasters. I did want to show you guys something. So yesterday, I'm pretty sure that I told you guys that I bought a bunch of new boxes. That they're down there, all my new boxes. because I was having trouble with my mugs. So I bought some more boxes that would like be a little bit bigger, just so I could put a mug in and also fit a bookmark in. And I opened them up this morning and okay, that looks a lot bigger on camera. When I opened them up, I was shocked. They actually do fit, surprisingly. One mug and bookmarks in here as well. It does work. However, what I wanted for these boxes was for them to be slightly bigger so I could fit 2 mugs in them. If someone buys 2 mugs from me, they get a really big box and I have to fill it with lots and lots of honeycomb wrapping because it's got so much space to fill. So I was really looking for something slightly bigger. Not what I wanted, but I have so many different like variations of boxes going on. Honestly, it's getting kind of annoying. I have at least like 7 to 8 different sizes of boxes now for my small business because I feel like every time I buy a new box, it'll either be too big or too small. Then I've got to buy more and then it's like, I have so many boxes and it's frustrating because I don't need them all and I'm not really sure what to do with them. So I don't know whether I just keep those ones and maybe buy, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'll have to figure it out. I can't keep just buying boxes. I have like 7 to 8 different sizes of boxes and I still feel like I get orders where it's like I don't have the right size of box. Like they'll either be too small or too big. Maybe I just need to give in to the fact that sometimes I'm just gonna need to use bigger boxes. My small business space, it's getting ridiculous. Like, I mean, obviously I need to put this away and stuff. I'll do that in my next video, but like I mean, those don't need to be there. I don't know why those are there. I have boxes down here, I have boxes down there. Those are all of my other supplies. I have boxes there, boxes there, boxes there, more boxes there now, and it's just such a mess. I think that's one thing I've really learned about having a small business. It's like your space, your workspace matters so much. Like I can't tell you how much I hate this workspace. Downstairs. Upstairs, I feel like I've worked on it to the point now where I quite like it. I think it's a good little workspace. But I just feel like I've got no space for anything down here. Like this year, I really want to upgrade my workspace like completely to the point where it doesn't bug me anymore because it's just a mess. Like, I just feel like people don't talk about how much workspace really matters. Like not even just to you as a person, like having a nice clean workspace where everything feels like it's got a place and everything's organized and it looks nice and it's not cluttered. Not only does that matter to you, but I feel like even for social media, I'm always like, I still get kind of embarrassed to like show it because I'm like, it looks awful, like it looks terrible. It's just, I've just had to shove everything into a corner. There's no like actual organization. I've just literally had to like take old pieces of furniture and just make do with them. Like my old desk is down there, my old set of drawers is down there. It'd be nice to actually have a nice organized workspace this year because I don't like my workspace down here. It honestly stresses me out because it's so messy and it's like I've tried to organize the space so much but I can't because there's nothing I can do with this space. It's like, it's just, there's nothing, there's nowhere that I can put anything. I just wanted to talk about that because, like I said, I don't see people talk about that often. It's horrible. Look at that. Look at all that mess. I've got nowhere to put anything. I am super pleased with this weekend, making those coasters. I honestly didn't think they'd turn out that well. I wasn't even sure if I'd even get any like done at all. It's been a roller coaster, but I'm so happy and I'm so excited to be able to put coasters on my shop and bring them to my conventions with me. And I finally have my first product for the conventions, my first convention product. How exciting is that? It's about time. It's only like a month away now or something. If you guys want to check out my last vlog where I finally figured out how to make mouse mats with my easy heat press, and I also did some cool new designs, so check that out right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!